Thank you for coming to the One Point Mail Help User Guide video series. This particular video is going to show you and explain the difference between campaigns and mailings in the One Point Mail system. So before we get into showing you how to actually create a campaign, I want to make sure that the difference between mailings and campaigns is clearly understood. To do that, I'm going to come over here to Campaign Reports, and we're going to focus in here on the Select Campaign and Select Mailing drop-downs that you see. There is another video that really goes into a lot of detail on the campaign reporting suite, so if you're interested in learning more about this section as a whole, definitely go on over to that video. In One Point Mail, campaigns and mailings are closely related, but they're not the same thing. A campaign is basically built up of many mailings that you've sent out. It's a way to aggregate a lot of those mailings together so that you can get a really high-level view of a lot of data. So go ahead and pull up a use case here. We've got a campaign for November discount, sailboat show, and limited plans still available. I'll go ahead and choose the limited plans still available. It's going to go ahead and populate that. You can see that this campaign in total was sent to 15,000 targets, okay? And I've got all my high-level data here, my opens, my clicks on that campaign level. If I come over here to my Select Mailing dropdown, again, right now I've got nothing selected, so I've got my aggregated look at this limited plan still available campaign. Now when I select this mailing dropdown, I can see each individual mail blast that makes up this campaign. And so if I want to drill down to one of those specifically, I can do that. You can see here's the first one. They called this mailing Share Plan 1, and it was sent to 3,000 people, and you've got your respective data. So that's why we do this. It's a really easy way for our users to get that aggregated look and really get a dynamic view into their data. So to actually create one of these campaigns, which is what this video is about, is I'm going to come over here to Campaigns, and this is my Campaigns tab where you create a mailing. And right next to my Mailings tab is this Campaigns option. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you can see a lot of campaigns here. I've got my limited plan still available, which was the one that I just showed you over in Campaign Report, Sailboat Show, November Discount, New Campaign, and New Campaign 2. So go ahead and click my Starburst Create, just as if I was creating a mailing. And it's going to go ahead and pull up the campaign creation wizard here. I'll go ahead and call this New Campaign 3, since we already have New Campaign and New Campaign 2. I'll go ahead and save it, and it's going to add that new campaign here. There's no data assigned to that campaign right now. It's brand new, but when I create a new mailing, I now have the option to assign that mailing to New Campaign 3. So I'm going to go ahead to show you that. Pop over here to my Mailings tab. I'm going to click my Starburst Create. There is an entire video on the new mailing wizard, so I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to stop here on the first screen and show you this third option here for Assign Campaign. I can click this drop down and assign this mailing to New Campaign 3. You also have the ability on this screen to create a new a new campaign. So instead of coming over to this Campaigns tab like I just did, if you want to just create the new campaign right from within the wizard, you can do that by clicking this button. When you create it, it'll assign this mailing to the new campaign that you just created. Okay? So that's it. It's really simple. There's one other thing I want to show you real quick, and that is how to assign a mailing that's already been sent to a campaign. So maybe you either didn't assign a mailing to a campaign, or after the fact you've got a series of mailings and you're like, man, I'd really like to see an aggregated look at how all these performed. You can actually do that. So I'm going to come out to my Campaigns tab and then my normal mailings screen here. And the difference is, instead of clicking that Starburst Create button like I just did, I'm going to come up here and there's a tab here called Sent. So I'm going to click that tab, and it'll take a minute just to pull up all that data. And it's going to show you a list view of all the sent mailings that have been sent from this account. So you can see I've got November $200 off and November $200 off too, which were sent back on November 18th and November 25th, respectively. You can see right now they're assigned to the campaign November discount. What I can do is select these two mailings using the checkboxes on the left, and there's an Assign Campaign button here on your taskbar. So if I click that, what it's going to do is pull up a screen that's going to let me reassign these mailings to a different campaign. So instead of November discount, I can reassign these to Sailboat Show, for example, and save. And it'll take just a minute, but you can see now that its assigned campaign is now Sailboat Show. So even if you send a mailing and you don't assign it to a campaign, or you want to go back later and aggregate a bunch of mailings, you can do that using the workflow that I just showed you. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to call us at the 1-800 number listed on our website, or shoot us an email at support@onepointinteractive.com, and one of us will be happy to help. Thank you for watching the User Guide Help series, and have a great day.